Caution, approximately 5 seconds remain until impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warning, 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 warning. Missile lock detected.
Oh no, PragerU's not paying us anymore, the bastards.
Yeah, we don't have to pretend to be leftists that are paid by conservatives to pretend we're conservatives, and now we can just pretend that we're conservatives.
Good morning, Internet. Sorry, it's a technical difficulties. Anyway, we basically took a little break. We watched the rest of Redo, and we have to recount the rest of this to our friend Eminem. So,
Well,
Eminem,
well,
what do you think happens
they-
even after Redo?
Yeah, it turns out
they
the
took the break. I didn't. I don't have breaks.
Well, yeah, we all know, but we did. We're important. Anyway.
yes. It turns out that the misunderstanding we just found now, it was inside M&M, and we had to do an operation. Like we took a we took the last CD because it was in a CD. It wasn't even a Blu-ray, which is weird. But we took it out of M&M, and then we took a break, and then we patched him up, and now he's back. So, like a
Yes.
true capitalist, we only let Eminem take a break when he's dead. So,
It's
Yes.
fine. We're
But I'm-
necromancers, so it's fine. That's not even true.
But it's good. Like all of this goes into repaying my debt, right? And at the end of it, I'm gonna get injected with forget chemicals and forget healer ever existed. So it's fine. It's just a temporary pain.
So, anyway,
yes,
about
but to
that.
clarify, you have to pay to forget.
So, question: What do you think happens at the end of Redo?
I don't know. I'll say second season bait.
So, I have some
Yeah.
manga spoilers I want to tell you all at the end of this. But here's what happens. He wins the fight against the army. He just does that, okay? He just does
Wait,
it.
what army? Wait, what army? I feel like we're missing something here.
These are
When's the
yeah,
army?
Pink Hair attacked the village of demon and humans living together, and he didn't do anything until he decided to get revenge.
All right, of course, yeah. Because as we remember, Kiaru is a very reactive person. He doesn't proactively do anything. He just waits for somebody to do something, and then he takes revenge.
yeah.
Best time is when he had a guy literally raped to death by a bull for spilling his food.
I do.
I mean, this guy is a reactionary superhero.
Yes. But he ends up fighting the princess, capturing her.
Yeah, you know something. It turns out that the princess's sisters, like the new bad guy, she has no magic powers, and she is supposed to be a threat.
Yeah.
Wasn't the guy like scared shitless of this girl?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
he's the biggest character in the series so far.
Yeah, he's the only one. She's the only one he has been scared of, and she's like the weakest one. Like she's just, all we're giving about her is that she's smart, but that's like it's not even true. And like
Although to be entirely fair, I do understand that Kiaru, being Kiaru, would be deeply afraid of any intelligent woman. So I can understand why he's scared.
That does track, yes. So after he beats her up, he kidnaps her, and here is his brilliant plan. He mind washes his sister for those two that have sex in what I can only describe as the most boring.
okay, just
thing ever
to be
watched in my life.
clear, it's the big sister that he brainwashes for them both to have sex.
Also, he gets like a
Fuck.
fucking-
Okay, so wait. He's having sex with the girl again with a side character watching it in an attempt to seduce that side character. Like
No,
this
no,
plan
no,
already
no,
failed
no,
once.
no,
Why the
no,
fuck does he
side
think this is gonna work?
No, he makes his sister in a pet play outfit, which please, yes, that very historical thing they definitely had in medieval Europe.
Yeah.
She makes her big sister great little sister, and you're not gonna guess how he brainwashes her afterwards.
By using his healing magic, of course.
No, I mean, no, obviously. But what does he brainwash her to believe?
That she actually is a pet or something? I don't know.
No, it's
it's
the
when
big
you're
sister is brainwashed into
brainwashed.
being a pet for that scene, and then she comes back to being like whoever that
This
was.
will never get addressed again. He brainwashes the princess into thinking that he's her long lost little brother. Sorry, older brother.
That's for the little sister.
Yeah, the little sister. He brainwashed the little sister into thinking that he's actually their long lost big brother that she's in love with.
Why? Why does he do the things that he does?
Oh God, Eminem. He did the one thing that creeps me out: incest.
That's the one thing. That's the place you draw the line. You know, I would have drawn the line at buying a slave, a 13-year-old slave, and brainwashing her. But I guess incest is worse. Okay, good to know.
No, one of those is worse. I just
Eminem,
did one
that's
of
why
them
they.
down
That,
and the other one didn't.
well, Eminem, that's why you are the slave.
Right, of course. If I was Alex's sibling, then that would be an issue. But because I'm just a slave, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So I have some manga panels for you.
Okay, you can just use the printer, Alex, even though we're
Yeah, I'll just
2 feet
use
away
the
from each other. You know what?
You have to keep using the printer until you actually install the mind chip and can just beam these images directly into my brain.
Yeah, it's so inefficient. The printer actually broke, so we just left it there and we put in a different printer. So now you have even less space, Eminem.
Yeah, it's just two printers, one of which is broken.
Yeah.
I use it as a cup holder when the other two aren't looking. Oh shit! Fuck! I gave it away. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, so it's
you're going
printing.
to,
Wait.
Okay,
you're
I
going to
can't
start
find
charging
where
me for that, Eminem.
Eminem, good news for you. I cannot find where I saved these pictures. So wait, maybe I can find it from just looking up on.
Oh, thank God! Thank God!
No, never mind. I found
Thank
them.
whoever is watching out there for me.
No, never mind. I found them.
Your hopes are dashed
Fuck.
yet again.
Okay. Wait. Let me move the microphone to the printer for the good audience. Printing noises. Right. Okay. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Paper rustling.
I feel like I'm missing one. Do you want anything else say?
Okay. Oh God, this face is terrible.
Oh, one of them didn't save. There's still more of the print.
No, well, what you sent so far is pretty bad. Just to be perfectly clear.
And here's the last one. So Eminem, we looked up spoilers and something shocked us.
Okay. Yeah.
So you know the demon girl?
Yeah.
He actually doesn't rape her. This is shocking.
Okay, can you explain the last panel to me? Now I have a reason to take revenge on you. What's up with that?
Oh, I don't know. It just got out of context on the Reddit.
Okay. Because I thought it was in context of the other two, and
No.
I was deeply worried.
No. So yeah, this is possibly the most surprising thing. Yeah, he does not rape a demon girl. He also seems to not brainwash her. So yeah, it looks like they just become an evil couple. That seems to be the direction this goes. Thoughts? Also,
So I hate this.
Is he just kind of pesters her for a while until out of nowhere a switch is thing, and then she's into him for some reason now.
Yep.
You know, like the great writing you would expect.
You know.
You know, in a
Mhm.
out of context, and if this was a better manga, a better story, and I saw this panel when he's like oh, I guess then we're gonna have sex after this. And she's like, yeah, sure, we're gonna have sex. And you have this shadow over her face. I would be like, okay, she's playing him. She's gonna play him something fierce. She's gonna do something cool here. She's gonna take him for a ride. But I know this is not a good story, so that's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
So yeah.
I do I do have something to say about
But
this.
so
It's
far,
like
let's keep it back. This is the only woman he hasn't had the mind control or rape to have sex with.
yeah,
All he had to do was murder about a quadrillion people to falsely install her as the king of a nation. That's all he had to do to get her to like him.
yeah, you know, it is pretty liberal of them to just like just to kill a monarch to install another monarch and no systemic changes whatsoever.
Wait,
Well,
does
it
this
is-
now
it is-
mean does this now mean their children are going to become the new succession of the demon world?
Probably. I do have to say something else though. So, so some people might justify this whole series as like just an evil bad guy. Like the series doesn't portray him as evil, but his actions clearly are from our perspective. But then they have this little subplot actually invalidates that reading because why would this person that seems to be good, the demon lord, funnily enough, want to be with Kiaru, even though she knows all the bad stuff he does?
because Kiara, because you don't understand, Titan. You don't understand. In the world of Redo of a Healer, Kiaro is a good guy actually because everyone else is just so much worse than him.
Also,
Oh, yeah,
it
it's
seems
just
like
true.
that the demon lord is just kind of into all the bad stuff as long as it's done to someone other than her.
Oh yeah. Getting back to the anime.
You're right. This is very liberal. This is essentially liberal propaganda.
I think it's more libertarian, to be fair.
Well, I mean, we don't have to pretend not to be leftists anymore. As we all know, PragerU's not paying us anymore. The bastards.
Yeah, we don't have to pretend to be leftists that are paid by conservatives to pretend we're conservatives, and now we can just pretend that we're conservatives.
But seriously, that's the impression I'm getting. Is that her whole thing is she's just super into it as long as he does the bad stuff to girls other than her? This seems to be
Oh yeah,
Okay.
getting back to the anime, the main here's the new main villain. It's
What do you
the
mean that's it? There's nothing more. We did it. We finished the anime.
no.
Oh wait, I'm
no,
sorry. There is one final point at the end where he goes up to the grave of the guy he talked to twice. And he's like, "Truly, you are my only friend."
I forgot about that. No, what I wanted to say was that.
Oh, also the white hair girl shows back up again.
Oh, yeah,
Which
yeah,
one
yeah.
was that?
The-
Which
the-
which
Sword
side?
girl.
the strongest swordswoman.
Wait, wasn't
Except for
she?
the other
Wasn't
strongest
she?
sword woman?
No,
Wasn't
No,
the
yeah.
secret lesbian actually devoured? Oh no, you mean the police girl? Okay, sure.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Cop
the
girl.
second
The girl
strongest
is a super
swordswoman
cop.
was
Her
now the
solution to all problems is to beat up people.
yeah
So cop.
it's the second strongest swordswoman was now the strongest swordswoman because the first one that was a lesbian got bored by men.
Who he brainwashed.
Yeah.
By the way, these men were just hanging out, doing their own thing, living their own lives. So he just kidnapped them and brainwashed them.
Yeah. Yeah, and
But of course
Yeah.
they constitute the world of Redo of a Healer, so I'm sure that they were in some moral way worse than Kiaru. That's just the way this
They went
functions.
home and kicked puppies.
Sure. They were secret cannibal incest. I don't know, gays or whatever the show hates. I'm just
speaking
So,
of
sure.
speaking of
They were
gays,
done-
I do want to say about one
Why?
one more scene. It turns out that the new main villain is remember the black guy with the gun. He's
no,
he's the
no.
new
There
main
was a
villain.
black guy with a gun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a black guy with
Why
a gun.
does it? By the way, why does it completely not surprise me that the black guy with a gun is the main villain of the series? That just seems so on point.
I like to point out his gun is a laser gun. Everyone else is swinging swords and he has an actual plasma cannon
Yeah, it's a magic weapon. You see.
that shoots plasma lasers.
Yeah. Oh, also, the black guy is a priest,
Of course.
which
Oh,
yeah.
So what we got from this is that the villain is religion
Yeah,
and black people with guns.
yeah, pretty libertarian.
So
If you
this
think
is
about it.
this is fortune in distilled in anime form.
I mean, it makes sense. As we said before, from our former sponsor, this was made by PragerU.
Yeah. And there,
But then they stopped paying us.
Yeah,
Fuck
Yeah,
Traeger,
so
I
now,
guess.
so now we don't have to pretend to like it anymore.
yeah. The,
But seriously, if you audience have any inclination towards this, all I have to say to you is, for the love of God, just look up real BDSM porn,
yeah.
like, or real like replay porn. Stop it! Stop! This is terrible. This isn't even good porn.
Yeah, Eminem, for
Fails at
But
every level.
here's-
Eminem, here is, since we like to play games, here is another. If you guess right, you get 1 year of your life sentence that you have to pay us of your debt. But if you fail,
Okay.
you get 10 years of it. Can you guess?
Okay, my neurons are in full blast right now. I'm thinking. Okay,
Can
give
you
it to
get,
me.
can you guess the name of the black guy in Read of a Healer that has a gun?
The name of the black guy in the video of a healer. Fuck. Okay, I'm thinking. I'm really thinking. Okay. Tyrone.
No, his name is Bullet.
God damn it! If it was made by Americans, it would be a Tyrone.
Yeah, his name was Bullet.
Woolet. Okay, that's cool. I was trying to think of a real like name that would be used as a derogatory sort of insert name here for a black guy with a gun, but I forgot that it's Japanese anime names, so they have to be not actual names.
So that is it on Redo Healer. If you're into this, dear God, just please look up real porn.
Wait. Okay, but I feel like we're missing something here. You didn't explain to me the synopsis of the finale in the last episode, because like I still have big holes in my understanding. So what actually happens in the finale?
Oh no, I explained it.
Oh, my God.
He attacks the castle. I guess the battle was won outside. Then he makes the sister rape the little sister. Then he makes the little sister think she's her brother. Then he goes to the grave and says, "You're my truest friend." Then he meets up with everyone, and then they just kind of walk off into the distance, and then that's how it ends.
Okay, but so where is this black guy with a gun? He's conspicuously missing from the scene you've displayed in front of me.
That's
Oh
a,
yeah, he
it's
just
a
kind of
thing.
shows up in the last frame. He's like, "I'm a villain."
Yeah.
And that's it.
So I was right. It is a second season bait. It is
Yeah.
a second season bait.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, for a second, well, I'd like to remind you, everyone, this is the 4th best-selling Blu-ray of last season. So this is definitely
Apparently this shit sold like hotcakes, which I guess makes sense because it is the best piece of media we've seen last season, of course, except X-Arm. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
But seriously, I don't get why people like this. Has to be the only popular for the same reason 50 Shades of Grey is popular. It's popular people interested in kink that don't want to look up real porn.
Yeah. I honestly, I can understand like in some of the characters, but like why a Blu-ray? Though, like that's too far. Like
But what this? What is a Blu-ray gonna do? Make it look more like a crayon drawing?
oh yeah.
Okay, so let's actually.
It, Eminem, but it looks terrible. Like the production values are terrible. Like
Okay, Eminem, I just want to let you know, I've
Yeah?
seen DeviantArt porn drawn better.
Yeah, so have I. So okay, let's stop here maybe for a second. Let's drop the kayfabe a little bit and let's unpack what is going on here. Since this is the finale, this is our conclusions on Redo of a Healer.
Okay.
Yeah, we should probably do a general wrap up, talk about everything that Redo of a Healer does and why we hate it so much. So, what bothers me here is that lately the hate on anime fans, especially in like lefty circles, have seemed to have increased. Like we're getting sidelined again, which happens every now and then, and anime is being derided as a bad thing to enjoy. And what bothers me though is that all of these ultras and liberal circles, they're like not talking about Healer. Like they're talking about all the other stuff that probably came out like years ago and is absolutely not a problem in any way, shape, or form. But they're not gonna talk about the one thing that is an actual rape hentai. Like full-on pedophile rape hentai from last season. They're just like be conspicuously silent about Redo of a Healer specifically, and that bothers the hell out of me
Maybe
because
all the
Healer
DVDs,
seems to be a
maybe
weirdly
that's all-
popular show.
Maybe
Sorry.
it's those liberals who bought all the DVDs.
But that's the thing. So this is a weirdly popular show that somehow is the fourth best-selling Blu-ray anime last season. So it has a fan base. But this fan base is like nobody is trying to even interact with them. Nobody is trying to deprogram them. Nobody is trying to even talk to them because how do you even talk to them? So like all of this shit, but also that fan base itself seems to be very silent. It seems like this anime is enjoyed mostly by people who just don't talk about it. They just watch it, then they buy the shit, but they don't actually talk about it, and that's fucking wild.
Honestly, I think I prefer it that way.
I mean,
I don't because this shit goes unaddressed. If they don't talk about it, if nobody talks about it, and if nobody tries to take them to task, and if we fucking like, here's the thing: if instead of talking about this, we talk about the Kobayashi Dragon's Maid or something, if we talk about stuff that is actually defensible and is innocent, and we use that as a bludgeoned weapon to hit anime fans with, and we're not going to talk about Redo of a Healer, which goes completely unaddressed in all of this, then like we're literally just wasting our time and effort. And like, why are we doing this? Why are we not talking about Healer?
We are being by liberals, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's, like everyone has different, let's say, tolerance levels for different stuff, and that's not something that's bad on an individual level. Like, you can think Dragon Maid is problematic, and that's fine, and you can even think that Read of Healer is not problematic. It's just that the framing of it and how popular something is, and how it's more important how it impacts the world than anything else.
Oh, again, I would like to clarify.
That is
Healer just advertised itself as porn. I wouldn't care in the slightest. My problem comes from Redo of a Healer treating itself like a big deal, real story.
Yeah. And that's more a problem with capitalism and marketing. Like, if somebody wanted to just see shit on the ground, or something worse like Read of a Healer, that's fine. Like, that's their own time.
Actually, I have to contend that. I have to say, and this is going to be my hot take for this episode, as a guest star, of course, because I am the guest star on the Menacing podcast. Your eternal guest star, Eminem, also known as
guest star.
Yes, also known as the nasty gay crime bear in some circles, but ignore that for now. Anyway, my hot take here is that I don't actually think this is a problem with capitalism. I mean, yes, the existence of Redo of a Healer and all of this and its propagation is a problem with capitalism, but the weird way in which it is completely ignored by people who ostensibly are supposed to make a grand point about how anime is bad actually is fucking weird to me, and is not a problem with capitalism because these people ostensibly are anti-capitalist. At least anti-capitalist in the sort of what they would consider extreme unregulated capitalism, right? So like, what the fuck? This is not this is not just a capitalist issue. This is the issue of people who just don't want to talk about this.
I mean, it's probably because we're the bravest people. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I attract like subby girls into BDSM like a magnet, and it's probably why I'm completely desensitized to this content. Like, compared to the stuff they've exposed me to, this is pretty soft. So.
I think
this idea that you have a fucking person who wants to make a point that anime is bad media and it creates bad incentives and it leads people down a path that will create bad ideas in their heads that will then cause abuse, etc., etc.
Like when Western media does it, and it's okay.
If you don't use Healer as your main example of that, what the fuck are you doing? Like, This is it. This is the holy grail of these people who wanted to deride anime for years and years and years. This is it. This is the fucking Magna Carta of bad anime, and the reason numero uno for why you could actually make the argument anime bad, actually. But they don't talk about it. So, like, what's the fuck?
Hey, don't you know? But I have a question. How am I gonna get my woke points by complaining about popular stuff otherwise?
Yeah, I guess that's the issue here. Yeah. Sorry, rant over. Just
Which, by the way, I'd like to point out, this redo over here, more financially successful than Dragon Maid.
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't want to say though.
Of course, there's the course. Of course.
Eminem, an answer to that question might be
I
that.
can guarantee you made more money Blu-ray sales-wise than Dragon Maid, and the reason it definitely made more money is because it had a budget of $9 and 2 shoes.
Oh yeah, don't even
Right.
get me started on that.
Dragon Maid might technically
I-
made more money when you subtract cost. This easily
Alex.
made way more money.
Alex, Titan. Yes, I want to listen from you. What do you want to say, Titan?
Well, just to go from Alex, there's literally media that's for nobody. Like, it's just to sell ads. Like, you just, it's just to fill space on television to sell ads. Like, there are movies that you make that are really bad, then you sell. It can bomb up the box office. That's not a problem. But then you sell to TV, and then the TV people sell ads on that TV spot, and you somehow still make money even though your movie is really bad. And it's like, that's just like,
Right, but this doesn't apply to Redo of a Healer because this shit sold Blu-rays.
It sold the 4th mount, and I'd like to point out, on the network it came out in Japan, it was the top-rated show.
Yeah. So this is not just something you air on TV to get ad revenue. This isn't the TV network equivalent of YouTube Lo-fi music videos. Just like, it's not.
This
Somebody
made
made this.
well,
Somebody made this with an explicit monetary desire and made money off of it in a normal, completely straightforward way.
that's true.
It's made a lot of
okay, but the one other thing I wanted to say was
Wait, I need to ask everyone a question. Looking back at that panel cover, why are they holding an egg in the background? What?
oh that's
Wait, what?
That's Gyro's babies.
What? What egg? What are you talking about? Print me the picture here, Alex.
He already printed it. Just
Which one was it?
Don't worry, I'll kill another tree. By the way, we're real Eager-proof fans. We're real ego efficient. Every time we need to print one piece of paper, we cut down a whole tree.
Oh, this egg. Still, print it again. I want to see another tree get killed. Yeah. Good. Trees are getting slaughtered left and right. Okay.
yeah, but
Yeah.
like,
Why are they holding an egg?
I mean, should I read? God damn, I'm kind of tempted. Should we do an episode later where I read the manga and recount to you what the fuck happened?
No.
And I only now noticed that all the fucking side bitches in the back are just like blushing with sheer anger and the jealousy at the fact that the Demon Lord might be like, yeah, sure, let's have sex. Fuck this anime so much, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, I did want to say that an answer to your
I'd
question.
like to
might be-
remind you, one of those side bitches thinks that
Alex, you
her
can't
older
keep doing
brother.
this. You can't
Can I
keep doing
remind
this.
you of that?
I know you're at the top left, but you have to let me speak. All right. Yeah. Eminem. An answer to your question might be that liberals just don't do research.
I mean, I know they don't, but
I mean, the way I stopped being a liberal was by doing research, so that does track.
Yeah. All right.
I was a liberal, then I did research, and then I stopped being a liberal.
You know, that's if there are any liberals watching this, which I don't know why you would be, honestly. Like, I don't even know what this podcast is for now that I think about it. But if
it's for us.
It's
It's for us, Titan. It's for us.
okay.
Wait, what do you mean? This podcast is for edgy weeb leftists. That is our demographic.
Mm-hmm.
It?
Yeah. So if somebody hates you and send you this podcast and you're not in our demographic, I will I will just say that it's fine if you're a liberal, but it's just like you can do better with your ideology.
Yeah, you could talk about Redo of a Healer. Like, if you want to make a point that anime bad, talk about Redo of a Healer. Do our job for us because you probably have way more reach than us. So yeah, I'm calling out all the fucking libs to just talk about Redo of a Healer.
Honestly, I will not do that because I think talking about media in that way negatively is not like this is just a niche product, but like it's just like a if you want to talk about it that way and do it like a I think it's better to uplift media than to downgrade it. It's just that this one was just too much and there was nobody talking about it. And it's more so about having fun than having a positive impact on the
Also,
world.
let's be fair. We are definitely clickbaiting because we went notoriety for our early podcast. But that's definitely a motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but
this-
we are crystal clear and honest about our nefarious intent here. That's the difference, between us and the fucking libs.
Oh, the libs are like, oh yeah, I just happen to care about this show. Nowadays, that's really popular on the search engines.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean that's the hustle. I'm not gonna get mad about that. I do want to say though that it's better to uplift media than to talk badly about it if you want to have a positive impact on the world. But if you want to have fun, then it's really fun to riff on a series like Read of a Healer.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. In this video, we're calling out specifically and talk about Redo of a Healer, you cowards. Cox! Goddamn Cox! Talk about Redo of a Healer!
I'm gonna flip those names just to make it even funnier so nobody knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, just clip it out. Just clip this one little thing here. Just put it out and just tweet this.
That one bit is its own episode, and then just have it repeated for 30 minutes.
Yeah. That's been the menacing podcast for this week, everybody.